Welcome to Portugal, a country full of rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. From fairy tale castles and ancient monasteries to golden beaches and breathtaking mountains, Portugal has something for every traveler. In this video, we'll take you on a journey through the most beautiful and exciting places in the country. You'll discover hidden gems, famous landmarks, and natural wonders that make Portugal truly special. We'll also tell you which region each place is located in and what makes it unique and worth visiting. So, get ready for an unforgettable adventure. And if you love travel content, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video. It's free and helps support the creation of more content. Belem Tower. Belem Tower, built in the early 16th century, served as a defensive structure at the mouth of the Tagus River during the Age of Discovery. Constructed during the reign of King Manuel I, it was designed to protect Lisbon from naval attacks and to serve as a ceremonial gateway for explorers departing on voyages. The tower is an example of Manueline and Gothic architecture, featuring intricate stone carvings, maritime symbols, and decorative shields. Originally built on a small island, it is now accessible from the riverbank due to changes in the shoreline. The structure consists of multiple levels, including a bastion with cannons and a tower offering views of the surrounding area. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it remains an important symbol of Portugal's maritime history. Jeronimos Monastery. Jeronimos Monastery, completed in the early 16th century, was built to commemorate Vasco da Gama's successful voyage to India. Commissioned by King Manuel I, it was funded through a tax on goods from overseas trade, reflecting Portugal's wealth during the Age of Discovery. The monastery is one of the finest examples of Manueline architecture, characterized by elaborate stone carvings featuring maritime motifs, religious symbols, and natural elements. The cloisters, with their intricate arches and sculpted columns, are considered a highlight of the site. Inside, the church houses the tombs of notable figures, including Vasco da Gama and the poet Luís de Camões, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The monastery remains an important historical and architectural landmark. Alfama District. Alfama is Lisbon's oldest district, with origins dating back to the Moorish period. Its narrow, winding streets and traditional tiled facades reflect centuries of history and architectural influences. The area is known for its vibrant fado music scene, with numerous venues preserving this traditional Portuguese genre. Notable landmarks include the Lisbon Cathedral and viewpoints such as Miradouro de Santa Luzia and Miradouro das Portas do Sol, which offer elevated views of the city and the Tagus River. Alfama was historically a working-class neighborhood, and it retains a strong sense of local identity despite increasing tourism. Today, it blends historic charm with modern cultural influences, making it one of the most recognizable areas of Lisbon. Sao Jorge Castle. Sao Jorge Castle is a historic fortress situated on a hilltop overlooking Lisbon. Originally built by the Moors in the 11th century, it was an important military stronghold before being captured by Christian forces during the Siege of Lisbon in 1147. The castle's defensive walls, towers, and gates reflect its role in protecting the city over the centuries. Inside the complex, visitors can explore remnants of past structures, including an archaeological site with artifacts from different historical periods. The castle's elevated position provides panoramic views of Lisbon, the Tagus River, and surrounding areas. Today, it serves as a cultural site showcasing Lisbon's medieval history. Rossio Square. Rossio Square, officially known as Praça Dom Pedro IV, has been a central gathering place in Lisbon for centuries. It has hosted public celebrations, political events, and even historic trials and executions. The square is distinguished by its wave-patterned mosaic pavement, a traditional Portuguese design introduced in the 19th century. At its center stands a statue of King Pedro IV, surrounded by two ornamental fountains. Important buildings in the area include the Dona Maria II National Theatre, an example of neoclassical architecture, and the Rossio train station, known for its Manuline-style entrance. Today, the square remains a focal point of Lisbon's social and commercial life, with cafes, shops, and historical landmarks surrounding it. Santa Justa Lift. The Santa Justa Lift, completed in 1902, is a vertical elevator that connects the lower streets of Baixa with the higher Largo do Carmo. Designed by engineer Raul Mesnier do Poncet, it features a striking neo-Gothic iron structure with intricate details. Originally powered by steam, the lift was later converted to an electric system. It consists of two wooden cabins that transport passengers to an upper viewing platform, offering panoramic views of Lisbon. The structure reflects the industrial advancements of the early 20th century and remains one of Lisbon's most distinctive architectural features. Today, it serves as both a functional urban transport system and a historical landmark. Padrão dos Descobrimentos. Padrão dos Descobrimentos, or the Monument to the Discoveries, was originally built in 1940 and reconstructed in 1960 to commemorate the 500th anniversary of Prince Henry the Navigator's death. The structure, located along the Tagus River in Belem, honors Portugal's age of exploration. It features a 52-meter-high stone-carved sail, with statues of notable figures, including Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, and Bartolomé Dias, standing along its edges. The monument symbolizes Portugal's maritime heritage and its contributions to global exploration. In front of the structure, a large world map made of mosaic tiles illustrates the routes of Portuguese explorers. An interior exhibition space and viewing platform provide additional historical insights and views over the river. Parque das Nações. Parque das Nações, or Park of Nations, is a modern district of Lisbon developed for the 1998 World Expo. The area transformed an industrial waterfront into a contemporary urban space featuring architecture, public art, and recreational facilities. Notable landmarks include the Vasco da Gama Bridge, one of Europe's longest bridges, and the Oceanário da Lisboa, one of the world's largest aquariums. The district also includes green spaces, a riverside promenade, and cultural venues such as the Altas Arena. Today, Parque das Nações is a hub for business, leisure, and residential developments. Its modern design contrasts with Lisbon's historic neighborhoods, showcasing the city's urban evolution. Eduardo VII Park. Eduardo VII Park, the largest central park in Lisbon, was named after King Edward VII of the United Kingdom to commemorate his visit to Portugal in 1903. The park extends over a hilly landscape, offering views of the city and the Tagus River. Its design includes symmetrical hedges, tree-lined walkways, and a large greenhouse complex known as a stufa fria, which houses exotic plants from various climates. The park is a site for public events, including book fairs and exhibitions. At the northern end, a monument commemorates the Carnation Revolution of 1974. The park provides a space for leisure, outdoor activities, and cultural gatherings within the city. Cristo Rei. Cristo Rei is a towering statue of Christ located in Almada, across the Tagus River from Lisbon. Inspired by Brazil's Christ the Redeemer statue, It was inaugurated in 1959 as a symbol of gratitude for Portugal being spared from World War II. The monument stands 110 meters above sea level, including its pedestal, and offers expansive views of Lisbon, the 25 de Abril Bridge, and the river. At the base, a chapel and exhibition space provide historical context about its construction and significance. The statue has become an important religious and cultural landmark. Its elevated position makes it a prominent feature of Lisbon's skyline. Sintra National Palace. Sintra National Palace, also known as Palácio Nacional de Sintra, is a medieval royal residence located in the historic center of Sintra. Originally built during the Moorish period, it was expanded by Portuguese monarchs over several centuries. The palace is recognized for its blend of Gothic, Manueline, and Moorish architectural styles. Its most distinctive feature is the pair of large, conical chimneys that rise above the kitchen. The interior includes intricately decorated rooms, such as the Swan Room and the Magpie Room, adorned with traditional azulejo tiles and painted ceilings. Today, it is one of Portugal's best-preserved royal palaces and a significant historical landmark. Pena Palace. Pena Palace, built in the 19th century, is a Romanticist castle situated atop a hill in Sintra. Commissioned by King Ferdinand II, the palace blends various architectural influences, including Neo-Gothic, Neo-Manueline, and Moorish styles. It is painted in vibrant red and yellow tones, making it a striking visual landmark. Surrounding the palace is a vast park filled with exotic plants, reflecting the king's interest in botany. The site was once a monastery before being transformed into a royal retreat. Today, Pena Palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major cultural and tourist attraction in Portugal. Quinta da Regaleira. Quinta da Regaleira is a 19th-century estate in Sintra known for its elaborate gardens, underground tunnels, and symbolic architecture. The property was designed by Antonio Augusto Carvalho Monteiro and architect Luigi Manini, incorporating elements inspired by Gothic, Renaissance, and Manueline styles. Its most famous feature is the Initiation Well, a spiral staircase leading underground, believed to have been used for Masonic or esoteric rituals. The estate includes hidden passageways, grottos, and ornate structures such as the Regaleira Chapel. Quinta da Regaleira is recognized for its artistic and symbolic significance, attracting visitors interested in history and mysticism. Moorish Castle. The Moorish Castle, or Castelo dos Muros, is a medieval fortress built in the 9th century by the Moors to defend the region. It is located on a hilltop in Sintra and offers panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. The castle consists of stone walls and watchtowers, which were later restored after the Christian conquest in the 12th century. Archaeological excavations at the site have uncovered remnants of Islamic-era dwellings and artifacts. The fortress played a strategic role in regional defense before gradually falling into ruin. Today, the castle is a historical monument and part of Sintra's UNESCO-listed cultural landscape. Monserrate Palace. Monserrate Palace is a 19th-century estate in Sintra, built as a summer residence for English nobleman Sir Francis Cook. The palace combines Gothic, Indian, and Moorish architectural styles, featuring intricate arches, domes, and decorative stonework. The surrounding park is designed as a romantic landscape garden, with waterfalls, exotic plant species, and winding pathways. The palace interior includes detailed stucco work, carved wood panels, and a central atrium illuminated by a glass dome. Unlike Sintra's other castles, Monserrate Palace reflects the influence of English Romanticism. Today, it is a cultural site open to visitors, showcasing 19th-century artistic and architectural trends. Cabo da Roca. Cabo da Roca is a coastal headland located in the Sintra Cascais Natural Park, marking the westernmost point of mainland Europe. It stands approximately 140 meters above sea level, offering views of the Atlantic Ocean and rugged cliffs. A stone monument at the site displays the coordinates and a quote from Portuguese poet Luís de Camões, describing it as the place where the land ends and the sea begins. The area is characterized by strong winds and a dramatic coastal landscape. A lighthouse, operational since the 18th century, is one of the region's notable features. Cabo da Roca is a historically significant location, once considered the edge of the known world during the Age of Exploration. Azenhas do Mar. Azenhas do Mar is a small seaside village situated on the cliffs of the Atlantic coast, north of Sintra. The village is known for its whitewashed houses, red-tiled roofs, and a natural saltwater pool carved into the rock. The cliffs provide a vantage point for viewing the ocean, and the surrounding landscape includes agricultural terraces historically used for vineyards. The name Azenhas refers to the watermills that once operated in the area. Fishing and salt production played a role in the village's history, though today, it is a residential and tourism destination. Azenhas do Mar remains a notable example of Portugal's coastal architecture and traditional village life. Boca do Inferno. Boca do Inferno, meaning mouth of hell, is a coastal rock formation located near Cascais. The site consists of a collapsed sea cave where waves continuously crash against the limestone cliffs, creating a natural arch. During stormy weather, the force of the waves produces a dramatic visual and sound effect, contributing to its name. Geologically, the formation was shaped by erosion over thousands of years, and the area is a point of interest for studies on coastal rock structures. Boca do Inferno has been referenced in literature and local folklore. It remains a popular spot for observing oceanic conditions and geological processes. Ribeira District. The Ribeira District is one of Porto's oldest neighborhoods, located along the Douro River. Characterized by narrow streets, historic buildings, and colorful facades, the area has been a center of commerce and trade since medieval times. It is part of Porto's UNESCO World Heritage listed historic center due to its architectural and cultural significance. Notable landmarks include the Dom Luís I Bridge, which connects Porto to Vila Nova de Gaia, and Praça de Ribeira, a public square lined with cafes and restaurants. The district is also known for its traditional Rebelo boats, once used to transport port wine. Ribeira remains a focal point of daily life in Porto, blending historical elements with modern activities. Clérigos Tower. Clérigos Tower, or Torre dos Clérigos, is an 18th century Baroque bell tower in Porto. Designed by Italian architect Niccolò Nasoni, the tower is part of the Clérigos Church and stands at 75 meters tall, making it one of Porto's most recognizable landmarks. It was originally built as part of a religious complex for the Brotherhood of the Clerics. Visitors can climb a spiral staircase of over 200 steps to reach the top, which provides panoramic views of the city. The tower's design includes ornate stonework and a cross at its peak. Clérigos Tower remains an architectural and historical landmark within Porto's cityscape. Dom Luís I Bridge. The Dom Luís I Bridge is a double-deck metal arch bridge that spans the Douro River, connecting Porto and Vila Nova de Gaia. Completed in 1886, it was designed by engineer Theophile Seyrig, a disciple of Gustave Eiffel. The bridge features an iron structure with a central arch measuring 172 meters, making it one of the largest of its kind at the time. The upper deck accommodates a metro line, while the lower deck is used for pedestrian and vehicular traffic. It played a crucial role in improving transportation between the two cities, which were historically connected by boats. The bridge remains a key part of Porto's skyline and an important link in the city's infrastructure. Casa da Música. Casa da Música is a modern concert hall in Porto, designed by Dutch architect Rem Koolhaas and completed in 2005. The structure is notable for its angular, asymmetrical design, made primarily of concrete and glass. It serves as the home of three orchestras: Orquestra Nacional do Porto, Orquestra Barroca, and Remix Ensemble. The interior features an auditorium with innovative acoustics, designed to enhance musical performances. The building includes public spaces, rehearsal rooms, and educational areas, making it a center for cultural events. Casa da Música is considered one of the most distinctive examples of contemporary architecture in Portugal. Porto Cathedral. Porto Cathedral, or Sé do Porto, is one of the city's oldest and most significant religious structures. Constructed between the 12th and 13th centuries, it blends Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque architectural styles due to multiple renovations over the centuries. The cathedral features a fortress-like exterior, with twin towers and a large rose window. Inside, the cloisters are decorated with traditional Portuguese azulejo tiles, illustrating biblical scenes. The cathedral is located in Porto's historic center, near an elevated viewpoint overlooking the city. It has played an important role in Porto's religious and cultural history, including its connection to the Camino de Santiago pilgrimage route. Bom Jesus do Monte. Bom Jesus do Monte is a religious sanctuary located on a hillside near Braga, known for its monumental stairway and Baroque design. The complex includes a church, gardens, and a series of chapels depicting the Stations of the Cross. The stairway, consisting of over 500 steps, is arranged in three sections: the Via Sacra, the Stairway of Five Senses, and the Stairway of Virtues. pilgrims and visitors often ascend on foot, while a 19th-century water-powered funicular offers an alternative route. The site has been a place of religious devotion since at least the 14th century. In 2019, Bom Jesus do Monte was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its architectural and cultural significance. Sameiro Sanctuary. The Sameiro Sanctuary, or Santuario de Nossa Senhora do Sameiro, is a Marian shrine located on a hill near Braga. It was built in the 19th century and is dedicated to the Virgin Mary, featuring a neoclassical design with a large dome and twin bell towers. The sanctuary's elevated position provides panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Inside, the main altar holds a silver tabernacle, and the dome ceiling is decorated with religious artwork. The site attracts pilgrims, especially on Marian feast days, and remains an important religious center in Portugal. The sanctuary is part of a broader network of pilgrimage sites in the Braga region. Palace of the Dukes of Braganza. The Palace of the Dukes of Braganza is a medieval residence built in the early 15th century in Guimarães. It was commissioned by Afonso, the first Duke of Braganza, and features a mix of Gothic and Burgundian architectural styles. The structure includes a large central courtyard, pointed arch windows, and distinctive brick chimneys influenced by Northern European design. After centuries of decline, the palace was restored in the 20th century and now serves as a museum showcasing period furniture, tapestries, and artifacts. It also functions as an official residence for the Portuguese president during visits to the region. The palace is considered an important landmark in Portuguese history, reflecting the rise of the Braganza dynasty. Douro Valley Vineyards. The Douro Valley is a wine-producing region in northern Portugal, known for its terraced vineyards along the Douro River. It is one of the oldest demarcated wine regions in the world, with a winemaking tradition dating back over 2,000 years. The valley's landscape is shaped by steep hillsides, stone-walled terraces, and traditional quintas, wine estates, specializing in port and table wines. The region's microclimate, with hot summers and cool winters, contributes to the distinct characteristics of its wines. In 2001, the Douro Valley was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its cultural and agricultural significance. Today, visitors can explore vineyards, take river cruises, and learn about the winemaking process. Ponte de Lima. Ponte de Lima is a historic town in northern Portugal, named after its medieval stone bridge crossing the Lima River. The town is considered one of the oldest in the country, officially recognized in 1125. Its well-preserved center features cobbled streets, traditional manor houses, and remnants of medieval defensive walls. The Romanesque Gothic bridge, with its series of arches, was an important crossing point for travelers and pilgrims on the Camino de Santiago. The town is also known for its regional gastronomy, particularly its signature dish, arroz de carabolho. Ponte de Lima hosts cultural festivals throughout the year, including the Feiras Novas, one of the oldest fairs in Portugal. Batalha Monastery. Batalha Monastery, or Mosteiro de Santa Maria de Vitoria, is a Gothic and Manueline-style monastery built in the late 14th century. It was commissioned by King John I to commemorate Portugal's victory in the Battle of Aljubarrota against Castile. The monastery's architectural highlights include intricate stone carvings, detailed vaulted ceilings, and the unfinished chapels known as capellas imperfectas. The Founder's Chapel houses the tombs of King John I and his wife, Philippa of Lancaster, along with their son, Prince Henry the Navigator. The site has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1983 due to its artistic and historical significance. The monastery remains an important symbol of Portugal's independence and national identity. Alcobaça Monastery. Alcobaça Monastery, or Mosteiro de Santa Maria de Alcobaça, is a medieval Cistercian monastery founded in the 12th century by King Afonso I. The complex features an austere Romanesque church with a long nave, high ceilings, and minimal decoration, characteristic of Cistercian architecture. The monastery's cloisters and chapter house reflect later Gothic and Manueline influences. It is best known for housing the tombs of King Pedro I and Inés de Castro, whose tragic love story remains one of Portugal's most famous historical tales. In 1989, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its cultural and architectural significance. The monastery played a crucial role in the spread of Cistercian influence in Portugal and remains a major historical site. Óbidos Castle. Óbidos Castle is a medieval fortress located in the historic town of Óbidos. Originally built by the Moors in the 8th century, it was later expanded and renovated after the Christian reconquest in the 12th century. The castle features a mix of Romanesque, Gothic, and Manueline architectural elements, with thick stone walls, crenellated towers, and a central keep. The surrounding village retains its medieval layout, with whitewashed houses, cobblestone streets, and remnants of the old defensive walls. The site is now used as a posada, historic hotel, while also serving as a cultural and historical landmark. The castle hosts annual events such as the Óbidos Medieval Fair, celebrating the town's heritage. Nazaré Beach. Nazaré Beach is a coastal destination known for its wide sandy shoreline and strong Atlantic waves. It has been a traditional fishing village for centuries, with a strong maritime culture reflected in its local cuisine and customs. The beach is internationally recognized for its record-breaking waves, attracting big wave surfers from around the world, especially near Praia do Norte. The site gained global attention in 2011 when surfer Garrett McNamara rode a 23.8-meter, 78-foot wave. The town of Nazaré includes historic sites such as the Sanctuary of Our Lady of Nazaré and the CDO Viewpoint, which offers panoramic views of the coastline. Despite its modern tourism appeal, Nazaré retains its fishing traditions, with women often seen wearing the town's distinctive 7-layered skirts. Forte de São Miguel Arcanjo. Forte de São Miguel Arcanjo is a 17th-century coastal fortress situated on a rocky cliff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean in Nazaré. Built in 1577 to defend against pirate attacks, the fortress was later reinforced during the reign of King John IV. Its structure includes thick stone walls, a watchtower, and a small chapel dedicated to Saint Michael the Archangel. The fort is closely associated with Nazaré's surfing culture, serving as a viewpoint for the giant waves at Praia do Norte. Inside, it houses a small museum showcasing the history of big wave surfing in Nazaré, including surfboards and records of past competitions. The fort's location provides a dramatic setting for observing both the ocean and the surrounding coastline. Bussaco Forest. Bussaco Forest, or Mata Nacional do Bussaco, is a protected woodland area covering approximately 105 hectares in central Portugal. The forest was originally planted by Carmelite monks in the 17th century and features a diverse range of native and exotic tree species, including towering cedars, ferns, and eucalyptus. It is home to historic sites such as the Bussaco Palace, a former royal hunting lodge turned luxury hotel, and the Convento de Santa Cruz do Bucaco, a 17th century monastery. The forest contains numerous walking trails, fountains, and viewpoints, including the Cruz Alta, which offers panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Bussaco was also the site of the 1810 Battle of Bussaco during the Peninsular War, marked by a memorial within the forest. Today, it remains an ecologically and historically significant area, attracting nature enthusiasts and history scholars. Piodão Village. Piodão is a small mountain village located in the Serra do Acor region of central Portugal. It is known for its traditional schist houses, which are built from locally sourced stone and arranged in a terraced layout along the hillside. The village's narrow streets follow the contours of the land, and its white-framed doors and windows contrast with the dark stone buildings. Piodão's remote location contributed to its historical isolation, preserving its architectural heritage and rural character. The village is home to the Church of Our Lady of the Conception, a small religious site with a distinctive white facade. Today, Piodão is recognized as one of Portugal's aldeias históricas, historical villages, drawing visitors interested in traditional architecture and mountain landscapes. Monsanto Village. Monsanto is a historic village in central Portugal, often referred to as the most Portuguese village due to its well-preserved traditional architecture. The village is built among large granite boulders, with some homes incorporating the rocks into their walls and roofs. Monsanto's origins date back to prehistoric times, with evidence of Roman, Visigothic, and Moorish influences. The village is dominated by the ruins of Monsanto Castle, a medieval fortress that played a strategic role during various conflicts. Narrow cobblestone streets wind through the settlement, leading to viewpoints overlooking the surrounding plains. Despite its historical character, Monsanto remains inhabited, preserving its cultural heritage and rural way of life. Berlina Island. Berlina Island is the largest of the Berlengas archipelago, located about 10 kilometers off the coast of Peniche. The island is a protected nature reserve, known for its rugged cliffs, caves, and clear waters. It is home to Fort of São João Baptista, a 17th-century fortress built to defend against pirates, which now serves as a historic site. The island's landscape includes rocky terrain, sparse vegetation, and nesting sites for seabirds such as puffins and seagulls. Burlina Island is accessible by boat and is popular for activities such as hiking, snorkeling, and exploring sea caves. Due to its ecological significance, the island has limited tourist infrastructure, with efforts in place to preserve its natural environment. Serra da Estrela. Serra da Estrela is the highest mountain range in mainland Portugal, with its highest peak, Torre, reaching 1,993 meters above sea level. The region is known for its diverse landscapes, including glacial valleys, rocky plateaus, and dense forests. It is home to Serra da Estrela Natural Park, Portugal's largest protected area, which supports a variety of wildlife such as wolves, wild boars, and eagles. The area is also notable for its traditional cheese, queijo de serra, which is made from sheep's milk and has a protected designation of origin. In winter, Serra da Estrela is the only place in Portugal where skiing is possible, with a small ski resort operating near Torre. Throughout the year, visitors can explore hiking trails, mountain lakes, and historic villages that reflect the region's cultural heritage. Coveo dos Conchos. Coveo dos Conchos is an artificial lake in Serra da Estrela, known for its striking circular spillway that creates the illusion of a natural whirlpool. The spillway, built in 1955 as part of a hydroelectric project, channels excess water through an underground tunnel to another reservoir. Surrounded by rugged mountain terrain, the lake is accessible via a 5-kilometer hiking trail from Lagoa Comprida. The area features alpine vegetation, rock formations, and panoramic views of the Serra da Estrela landscape. Due to its unique appearance, Coveo dos Conchos has become a popular photography and hiking destination. Despite its man-made origin, it blends seamlessly into the natural environment, often mistaken for a geological formation. That concludes our journey through some of Portugal's most well-known destinations. I hope you found this exploration insightful. If you'd like to see more travel videos, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on the bell icon to stay updated.